that I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
We welcome you to a new segment inspired by Ronald Reagan. I am from the government and I am here to help. Of course, we've covered new regulations designed to save you from light bulbs, stoves, cars, water heaters, air conditioners, schools, and now we can add cigars. The Food and Drug Administration wants to essentially ban flavored cigars, which is about half of the entire cigar market. And these aren't high-end Montecristos, or in my case, Macanudos that I enjoy smoking, or Ashtons. They tried that too, to ban them. But a judge just blocked an FDA rule to regulate premium cigars, you know, the kinds that only the 1% get to enjoy. The government says this latest push is all about protecting the health and safety of young Americans. But an op-ed from our partners at The Hill contradicts this idea. Quote, the FDA's own statistics acknowledge that less than 1% of youth smoke flavored cigars. Industry experts will tell you it's a moot point because young people are still smoking flavored e-cigarettes. We tried to ban those two. We actually did ban them, but they're being still sold at a gas station near you, albeit illegally. As usual, the real losers here are the poorest, the least fortunate among us. They can't afford to import their cigars from South America, like the coastal elite, and reasonable people can agree tobacco, if used, can be deadly. It can cause lung cancer. But it seems only the rich now get to make that choice for themselves. For regular cigar smokers, the government is here, and they are here to help. David Ozgo is with us, president of the Cigar Association of America. So fair to say you've got some skin in the game here on this one. Why is it that they want to ban flavored cigars, but only, and admittedly they lost, regulate the premium ones?
Sure. Well, the rationale in this case is that somehow they're going to reduce the youth smoking rates. Now, I want to make it clear. Obviously, the industry is completely against youth smoking. However, when you look at the data, it really just doesn't support the case. In order for the Food and Drug Administration to ban flavored cigars, they're required to do a number of things. First off, they need to, their decisions are supposed to be science-based regulatory decisions. Well, as you just mentioned, just last week, a federal court judge ruled that when it came to premium cigars, they did not do that. Now, when we look at the regulations that they've proposed, or the banning of flavored cigars, we don't believe that they're going to be able to make that case either.
Oh, it hasn't stopped them from trying. You think about the baby formula shortage, monkeypox testing, monkeypox vaccines, child nicotine, COVID-19, Tylenol shortage, Adderall shortage, obviously the penicillin shortage that we've covered extensively. Or maybe it's not fair. I don't know. You know the regulation world better than I do. Is there a tie between sort of what the FDA is focused on when it comes to cigars versus these other issues, or is it different parts of the agency?
It's really the same part of the agency. However, obviously, we're the Cigar Association of America, but unfortunately, when it comes to a lot of these issues, we get tied into a lot of them. I have to say, we like to say that the proposed ban on flavored cigars is really a solution in search of a problem. Because, as you mentioned earlier, when you look at the data across the country, youth usage rates are at all-time lows. And in fact,
But isn't, to be fair, though, look, the idea of kids under the age of 18 smoking cigars, we can think is a bad idea because of all sorts of reasons. We can all agree on that. I know you said the industry agrees on it as well. Is it too far of a step to say, okay, maybe not ban all of the cigars, but there has to be some additional regulations because, as we pointed out, you can buy this stuff at any 7-Eleven. Kids get addicted to it. Flavored cigars is the entry point now for so much of this. That there's more to be done.
Well, that's just it. Flavored cigars are really not an entry point. When again, the usage rates are so low that it really is not the next step.
All right, there we go. As we said, thank you very much. As we said, this is you're the beginning of our new segment here, From the Government and Here to Help. So that's edition 1. If you know of an issue where the government is here and trying to help, share us examples on social media, on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Leland Vittert, Instagram at Leland Vittert as well. David, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.